Hello and welcome, guys. I'm a psychologist. My name is Victoria, and on my channel you can find free psychological trainings that I created for you. You can use them and step by step improve your mental health, your communication skills, your thinking, and just basically anything related to psychology. In this particular playlist, you will find exercises directed on analyzing your childhood. So this training is called childhood analysis training. It's very important to analyze our childhood and how it continues to influence our adult relationships and our adult life. There are several exercises that I'm going to give you in this playlist. Let me name them. First of all, we're going to do autobiography exercise, very important. Secondly, we're going to talk about childhood needs and key emotional needs of any child, and your task will be to analyze your own. Then we're going to talk about core beliefs that get formed in your childhood, in your past, and still remain in your present day life. And then we're going to talk about behavioral strategies of behaving, coping strategies that also can come from your childhood. How you can use this playlist. You can first do exercises from this playlist, and then depending on which points were the most crucial for you, or the weakest points for you, or the most important points for you, you can use other playlists to improve it. Like, for example, you did exercise about your core beliefs in your childhood, and you understand that you severely lacked secure attachment. Your task will be improving your communication skills and using my communication skills training for this, and then using these skills improve your relationships so that you can feel securely attached to other people. Or another example, you find out that some of your behavioral strategies are not okay, like you, for example, self-isolate if you feel bad, or you use different kind of addictions to feel better, or you are being aggressive as a coping mechanism. So in this case, you need to go to my behavioral change playlist. Another training. If you find out that there are some limiting core beliefs from your childhood, you can go to my basic cognitive skills training, intermediate cognitive skills training, and learn to change your beliefs. So basically in this playlist, you do one exercise after another, and then your goal is to take what you find in these exercises and use it and kind of go with it through other playlists. Like, for example, in my core belief video, I found out that my core belief about myself is that I'm unlovable, I'm, I don't know, stupid, ugly, weak, whatever. And then I take this core belief and I go to cognitive skills playlists and go through those trainings and change this belief. Okay, or same, if I found behavioral strategies that I don't like, I take it, I go to behavioral change playlist and I change this behavior. So pretty much it's easy. First you do the exercises, you analyze how your childhood influenced you and which things need to be changed in your adult life, and then you use other playlists, other trainings to improve it. This is my first playlist about childhood, and in the next playlist I will give you tools and techniques for childhood emotional reprocessing, because it's very important sometimes, especially in some cases, to kind of process your feelings from your childhood, to close all the gestalt, as they say, gestalt, and to kind of especially if you have still some painful emotional memories from your childhood and so on. So this will be second playlist about childhood. One thing that I want you to remember is, unfortunately, it's impossible, just impossible, to make a video with a certain technique that will fit everybody and that will be helpful for everybody. So because each of us is unique, and because also maybe you have some kind of disorder or depression or other mental health issues, my techniques are not like universal for everybody on this planet. So if you feel that doing some, let's say, rescripting technique doesn't feel good for you, you feel really bad doing it and it's more harmful than helpful, feel free to stop and feel free to skip this technique and use other techniques. Or if you suspect that you might have any clinical disorder, any clinical problem with your mental health, like depression or anxiety or personality disorder or eating disorder or basically anything else, please go to a psychiatrist and get diagnosed, because once you get diagnosed, it will be much easier to check what is safe and what is not safe for you. For example, you see, rescripting, and I have, let's say, bipolar disorder, and you Google rescripting method for bipolar disorder, is it okay or not? Or you find CBT playlists, like my cognitive training playlist. Is CBT good for your disorder or not? And so on and so on. So please make sure to listen to yourself, to listen to your own mind and body, and if you feel that something is unsafe or harmful for you, better avoid it and better do safer exercises. And why I'm making such a point here, especially in childhood playlist, because for example, gaining cognitive skills is pretty easy, relatively easy. It's not very emotional, and this almost anyone can do. But if we talk about childhood, some people might have post-traumatic stress disorder from their childhood, or complex post-traumatic disorder from their childhood, or other like painful emotional moments in their childhood, and it might not be safe for you to process them alone. So pay attention, and if you feel that you're uncertain, if you feel that maybe it can be dangerous, then better not do it, and just do it with a therapist or in consultations with me or any other psychologist and so on. Also, another important thing that I want you to know, that you do not have to process your childhood to solve anything or any particular problem in your adult life. This is like old stereotype in psychology that in order to, I don't know, become more disciplined in your adult life, you need to talk about your childhood to some smart guy in a chair. No, you don't. Okay, you don't need to understand where your problem comes from completely. You don't need to overanalyze it. You don't need to go through your childhood to solve your today's life things. So this is very important, why I'm pointing it out, that if you do have some kind of like emotional flashbacks to your childhood, or if you never analyzed your childhood and you want to, then you can use those exercises. But if your problem can be solved without so much work around childhood, then you should do it. Okay, so not everything is sorted via childhood. This is important to know. So yes, I will see you in the next videos. Please write me comments and share my playlists and share my channel with your friends on your social networks and your social media. This is the best of the best thank you that you can give me, and I will be very, very happy if you do, and I will see you soon. If you have any questions, write them down, and you're also welcome to come to my consultations. Bye bye.